never be ready with what number the damn episodes are. What's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 5, Episode 14. So, before we get started, I just want to do a couple of shout-outs. You guys know I don't normally do shout-outs, and I don't plan to ever really do shout-outs, but when I see people out in public, I try to get their names because I actually do like to kind of shout those people out, because at least I had some contact with them. So it was two people. One I saw, I think her name was Aisha. And see, I wrote her name down. I think her name was, yeah, Aisha. I saw her in the Perimeter Mall in Zara's. So hey, Aisha girl. And then yesterday, after I had done my Real Housewives of Atlanta video, I went into Walmart. Remember I told you guys I was going grocery shopping, and when I was walking out, this guy came to me and he was like, "Are you itsrox?" It's so funny when people say, "Are you itsrox?" Yeah, I'm Roxanne, but I know everybody knows me as itsrox. But anyway, his name was Brandon. So hey, Brandon, shouted him out. I was rushing out because of course I had been ran over a little on my lunch break. Anyway, that's it for the shout outs. I'm in my parking lot at work and somebody is taking a nap in their car right next to me. I know they probably like, why in the hell is she in these last few videos been with people been around me. I think I'm gonna have to start going back to my, distant locations, because now that the weather is getting hot, it's starting to be more people out. And yeah, so a little bit of a distraction. Anyway, you guys, the show. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay, you guys, since they started with Peter, let's start with Peter. He's trying to turn over a new leaf and really be there for his family. He said he loves Amina and he really wants to make it work. We all know it's because Tara is giving him the boot. So she says. Peter's taking his ass on down to the jewelry store. He gonna buy her a ring. He needs a little help with that, so he calls Erica Mina on down there. Guys, Erica done changed up her whole little deal. I mean, even she looks more peaceful on the show. Look, I ain't a hater of love. Everybody deserves to find somebody. If Bow Wow did that for her, Shad, whatever y'all want us to call him, fine for her. But anyway, she gets on down there. She says she loves Peter, she loves Amina, she loves them together. However, she knows that Peter is full of shit and he still has made sure that the channels are still open for Tara. But Peter has said, that he's in it for the long haul. No, he means it. He really wants her to help him pick out this ring and kind of put in a good word for him, when she gets with Amina. And she was just like, so you think that a ring is going to correct everything? He's like, no, I don't think it's going to correct everything, but I think it's a good start. Oh my God, that Peter is something special. So Erica's just like, okay, against my better judgment, I know how you can be, but I'm really gonna try to step out on a limb and put in a good word for you. So later on, Erica meets up with Amina, and Amina is kind of in her whole woe is me, depressed, like, oh, you look like you're so happy, and you just seem so settled in your relationship, and my shit is all over the fucking place. My man wants to be with somebody else, but now he's saying he want to be with me, and I just can't believe him. I can't trust him. I hate that I'm giving up on my relationship, because I don't give up on anything. I'm a singer and I'm a mother, and I follow things out through the end, but I just can't do it with Peter anymore. So Erica's just like, she's all tormented, you guys, because she just doesn't know what to do. She sees that Amina is just so over it, but then she also feels like she already told Peter that she would help him out, you guys. So she is just like, well, yeah, I shouldn't be saying anything, but he's kind of, he is kind of trying to step out on the limb, and Amina's like, bullshit. I don't know what the hell this nigga done told Erica, but yeah, I'm not really falling for it. Of course, we know that Amina still has the twinkle for Peter, although she is standing pretty firm in her decision throughout these last few episodes, like, I'm just over it and I can't do this. Okay, the guy left, so now I can relax a little bit. So Amina, she's determined she is going to make it without Peter. She calls her old manager Orrin. She says Orrin has always been in her corner. Orrin has always believed in her. Orrin was the one that managed her when she was in Black Butterfly. He got them all their deals, Orrin was the man. Now, we ain't even gonna think about the fact that we used to fool around and everything, okay? All that is nothing to do with what we talking about today. So she sits down with Orrin. I couldn't quite read Orrin, okay? Now, I know Orrin is a manager and he's got the connections or whatever. I just couldn't quite put my finger on whether or not Orrin was really truly about his business, or if he really cared about Amina still that way. What do you guys think? I mean, yeah, he's a manager and he's trying to get her to really concentrate on her career. He was just like, if we do this, you cannot still be running back and forth with Peter. She was just like, Peter has no say here. And he was just like, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if I start managing you and then Peter is supposed to be your manager, you know, and then he might come back and come out and say he don't want you to do this, even if you guys don't have anything on paper, you know, just as him being your husband. And she was just like, don't worry about it, you know, Peter don't have no say and I'm doing this. And he was like, okay, well, you know, if you 100% in it, you know, can you say that? And of course at first she laughed like, yeah, well, but then she finally musters up the courage and says, yeah, no, I'm 100% done with Peter. And yeah, we're going to do this. So Oren's like, okay, well, you know, I'm going to get you with some big rappers. I can't even picture Jadakiss or who did he say, Kanye or something on her old baby music. You guys go on her Instagram. I mean, listen to her music. Ain't no hard-ass New York rapper gonna be up on that shit. I mean, you gonna need somebody that's smoothed out for real, okay? And yeah, maybe she can get Kanye on there to sing with her. But I was just like, Jadakiss, I really don't think so. And I do like Jadakiss, but yeah, that ain't gonna be the matchup, all right? But anyway, we'll see if Amina is emotionally done with Peter. What do you guys think? His old watermelon head is out shopping with Rich. I don't know why I ain't noticed how big Cisco's head is, you know, until just now towards the end of the season. But anyway, they're out shopping together. As usual, they talking about they damn crazy woman issues and women problems and, you know, who they like now and this, that, and the other. Of course, Richie already tells us, you know, that Johnny Blaze is crazy because she acted a fool at the event that he tried to throw for her that Tara was doing. But we'll talk about Rich and Johnny later. Let's talk about Big Watermelon Head. So Rich is like, man, you looking good. You glowing. You look real happy. Like something is, you know, something is going on here. And you're just like, yeah, man, you know, thank you for putting me in touch with old Sin. You know, she is just a good girl. Like she's a good catch. And, you know, I'm just glad that I've had this chance to work with her. And, you know, and Rich was just like, okay, well, you know her that well. Like you can call her Cynthia. And he was just like, yeah, like, you know, we just had a connection in the studio. I was just like, boy, you ain't even knowing, okay? But Rich was just like, oh, okay, so if you liking her that much, it's looking like you ready to throw in the player card? And Watermelon Head said, yes, I am. I'm ready to make it happen. She is definitely the one. In the meantime, we got Sin over there talking to Chrissy, and she's telling Chrissy how, you know, she's just on cloud 9, that her her song is doing really well. I didn't even know the song was out. I kept asking everybody on Twitter yesterday who bought it, and I got one person said that they did. So yeah, I mean, I would be interested in listening to it. I didn't go try to find it, y'all. I will admit that. But you know, they say it's out. Y'all gonna get Sin's new, you know, her new joint. Whatever the hell it's called. But she says that, you know, everything is going really well, but she's just don't know what to do about old Watermelon Head. Okay, the nigga got her up in that studio and she said she was uncomfortable. I was like, she didn't really seem all that uncomfortable in the studio. I mean, you know, as a pretty girl, you are used to men, you know, kind of wanting, you know, men fall over themselves. You're just used to that kind of treatment and you usually know how to handle it. Okay, so I'm just not gonna fall for the, you know, she was uncomfortable. You knew the nigga was feeling you. You know, you might have played that up to your advantage. Make sure that he did a really good job on your song. I mean, I'm not mad. You do what you gotta do. But, you know, don't act like you ain't know what was going on. But she was just like, yeah, he was just kind of all over me. Now, that part was true. He was laying it on thick. I think Cisco thought that they was going in a different direction. You know, she just kind of left it very ambiguous and very openish, so that, you know, like we women do, okay? We don't want to piss a nigga off until we get what we need out of him. So, you know, we just gotta, I'm giving out the secrets, but you know, these men, they so fucking stupid. They don't be knowing y'all. But yeah, that's what the women do. And pretty women usually use that way more to their advantage. So I wasn't falling for the she didn't know what the hell was going on. But anyway, she tells Chrissy that surprise, surprise, one of her old men has come out the closet. No pun intended. One of her old boyfriends has come out and has then switched her back over, and now she's playing for the boy-girl team. She's not a lesbian anymore. I guess is Sin bisexual? I really don't even think she's bisexual. I think that Erica thing was just something that she was trying. I want some of my gay folks out there to let me know. I mean, is this what they go through? Y'all get us up on the gay game. But yeah, oh boy, I think she said his name was Ray. Ray is back in the picture. She's happy because, you know, Ray's been around since high school, and she's known him, and he knows her, and everything just feels good. So now she gotta let old Watermelon Head down easy. She and Watermelon Head get together. Now Watermelon thinks that it's all good, that shit is fixing to go to the next level. Okay, he's at his favorite restaurant. He says he got the damn private room. He's just sitting there like, this bitch ain't gonna, she ain't gonna know what hit her today. Okay, so she comes on in there. She's just sort of like, oh, I don't really know what he thinks, but yeah, whatever, Sin. She sits down, and she's very pretty, and you know, Cisco's actually not a bad looking guy either, so you know, they would be a cute couple, I think. But Sin said no, so he's just telling her how, you know, he's just glad that he's had the opportunity, he's ready to make it happen, and she's a good girl, all the same stuff that he'd already told Rich. And she was just like, oh well, I don't think that that's really what's gonna happen. Like, that's not really what my intention was. And you know, Cisco said that he could have been knocked over with a feather. He had absolutely no idea that she wasn't interested. I was like, oh, poor Cisco. He should get his girlfriend the one that he wanted. Why you say? Why you do that to us, Cisco? She was just like, well, I mean, you just came on so strong. And he was like, well, you know, I didn't really want it to happen like this. I mean, you think that I planned all this? You know, you was a good girl, and I just really liked you. But you know, whoever it is, whoever the guy is, and she was like, or girl, ah, bitch, you know you ain't no damn lesbian. All these bi-curious girls out there, hey, I mean, do they make y'all gay girls mad? I guess not. I really want my gay, you know, not bisexual. I just want my gay girls to chime in and let me know if you get irritated with bisexual girls, or are you okay with it? We're gonna have a little discussion about it in the comments, y'all. But anyway, yeah. Sensei, thank you for the record. Yeah, I'm done though. Y'all, this foolishness with Yandy, look, I'm not even, we ain't gonna go through all of this. Yandy done got the bright idea that when she has this baby shower, that she is going to have a commitment ceremony where she legally changes her last name because she doesn't want to have another child with all these other Harrises. Like Mendices' last name is Harris, and then of course his kids' last names are Harris, and then Yandy is whatever her last name is. So she's gonna have this commitment ceremony, and she's gonna legally change her last name, and it's going to be at the baby shower. And this is to show that she's dedicated to Mendices. I want somebody to tell me what the fuck is going on here. Like, why are you doing this? Why is it that women... you know, I can't even give the speech about, you know, you taking charge and doing what the man is supposed to do, because Mendices has already wanted to get married, okay? Yandy is the one that has been dragging her feet. Now she's saying she wants to change her last name legally. Why the fuck you don't just get married? Somebody on my Twitter did say that she's trying to protect her money because, you know, Mendices has legal issues. And I mean, I guess that makes sense, but you know what? You're gonna have to take one for the team this time, bitch. Just don't change your last name. You done went and had kids, and you already had made the decision that you was gonna give them your man's last name, and you wasn't married to him. Like, what is this? Okay, first we have women move in with men before they get married. That's fine if that's what you decide to do. Then they have babies with men before they get married, and that's fine if that's what you decide to do too. Okay, I'm not trying to down what people do in life. Shit happens. I understand that, but now we're talking about being with somebody and legally changing our last name, but we not married. Like, what the fuck? I mean, his marriage just totally got thrown out. And you guys, I'm not a prude. I'm very, very liberal. I don't mind about people moving together. I mean, really, to me, I think that these are things that should happen. And I know where it's not ideal to have a child out of wedlock. I mean, I know that it happens. But I can't get with this whole, I'm gonna have this dedication. What the fuck is... I'm telling you, I was so confused. I was just like Mendices' mama. When she sat down with Mendices, you know, she was all cute and coy, like, oh, take her to the spa, and we're going to connect, you know, because we really, you know, we haven't, this last year has been so much, and, you know, I just want to thank you so much for being there, and, you know, I just want us to really, you know, continue to communicate, and then she going to lay that shit on the mama. The mama was like, oh, I mean, why don't you just get married? Okay, just like everybody else. Like, what the fuck is this? You want all the benefits of being a Harris, whatever the benefits might be, but you don't want to get married. If you believe in your man that much, you all in, then go on and get married. You worried about your money? Okay, I mean, if you got faith that he's not guilty and that the shit is gonna work out, honey, go on and get married and just be like, you know what, God got me. He gonna make sure that my money is okay. If that is the case, but I mean, that's the only thing that would make sort of sense to me. But I'm just like, girl, you in this fucking commitment ceremony and not really get me. Oh, Yandy. Alright, you guys, now Chink and Chrissy. So Chink is at the studio and Chrissy comes on down there, you guys, and these two is just like they always are. Okay, the shit starts off really good. You know, he's just like, what's up, ma? You looking good? And you know, she's just like, oh, thank you. He's just like, what's up? You know, why you down here? And she was just like, well, I kind of took it upon myself to go apartment shopping. He was just like, oh, really? Where you moving? Oh, well, I found an apartment in Jersey and I found it for the both of us. Lord, why she say that? Okay, now Chink go from 0 to 100. He mad again. This girl is never satisfied. She always wants me to do the next thing. Nothing that makes her happy. I just let her meet my damn daddy. But she got a problem with the fact that she didn't get to see where he lived. Okay, now you already know what it is. His wife and family is up in D.C. He was not going to take you to his fucking wife's house. That's where he lives. You already know that, Chrissy. Okay, so she was just like, Chink, it's like you're dangling this carrot in front of my face. Like, oh, I'm just going to keep this bitch going for a little bit longer. And Chink was just like, that, I just don't understand why you keep on going through all of this with me. Like, I don't need you to tell me what to do. I don't need you to tell me where I need to move. I'm not telling you. I'm asking you. He was like, I don't give a fuck what you doing. Okay, I'm not moving. You're not fixing to make me do anything. Okay, so you guys know this shit goes bad. Look, I see both sides, but I'm really more on Chrissy's side. What it all boils down to here is you guys are not giving each other what the other person needs. Like, Chrissy, I see you really like Chink or whatever. You've invested this time with him and everything. Well, honey, it is time to move on. The nigga don't want to do it. He don't want to get married. He doesn't want to move in with you. He like to kiss and fuck on you, and he likes to kind of, hang out with you every now and then. But yeah, all the stuff else that you want to do, the baby and all that, he is not going to do it. He's not going to give it to you. And then in the same token, he is still got one foot in the door with his wife at the house with the kids. What his family thinks bears a lot on him. He's not ready to make the commitment to you. Like I said, he's ready to do all the fun shit, but the commitment is just not there, like not the way you want it. So I'm just like, Chrissy, girl, if you just come on and y'all help Chrissy out. What she need, y'all? What we gotta tell Chrissy to make her just leave the nigga alone and move on to somebody else, okay? And again, somebody just fix Chrissy's wigs, and I think we gonna have a better time with Chrissy. I keep looking at it every week, and I'll be like, okay, all right, it's not that bad. Like, it's not that bad. That wig this wig last night though wasn't good, but yeah, y'all. Chink and Chrissy, they are tiring, but for now, again, they are on the outs. So you guys know that Richie, like I said earlier, Richie's mad at Johnny for going off on Diamond. Even though Diamond came with the bullshit and deserved everything that she got, okay, for whatever reason, Richie is just always mad at, because he feels like Johnny can't control herself. He feels like he can't talk no sense into her, so he's sick his mama on her. And the mama is so over it, okay? The mama's like, look, I ain't trying to be in your business. I don't try to be in Richie's personal business, which is a lot of mamas kind of always in Richie's personal business. But she is just like, but when the shit get to affecting business, when dollars unlimited, then now we got a problem, so I need to come and talk to you, okay? Of course, Johnny starts crying. Like, well, I just really, I really care about him, and he treats her bad, and he fills her head like a lot of old no good ass niggas do. Okay, tell you shit that you should probably be smart enough to know that ain't true, but you don't, because you all wrapped up in the love and the lust and whatever the fuck else is going on there. So she's just trying to tell the mama, and the mama just looking like, bitch, don't start that fucking crying in front of my face. You already know that you guys need to leave each other alone. Johnny is just like, well, you need to talk to him, and the mama's like, I ain't doing none of that shit. Leave him alone. Okay, you talk to him about the business and everything, but as far as all this other stuff, y'all need to be through. Richie decides to sit down and talk to Johnny, I guess because now he gonna cut his ties with her, okay? He's had enough. Now he's at some bar, and he's letting him taste his tequila that he has, and he said that he has decided to invite Johnny down there, and he hoping that she's able to keep her ass, herself together while he's trying to make a business deal. Like, what fool brings another fool to a damn business deal? Like, you already know she is unpredictable. That's what's your big argument is? What the hell you gonna tell her to come down there? You trying to strike a deal? Like, that's exactly why I keep on saying Richie is not a good manager. He makes some of the stupidest business decisions. I don't give a fuck if it's for the damn show. Okay, so she gets on down there, you know, and she's like, oh, can I talk to Richie? You know, soft voice the way Johnny is, okay? She always comes docile. She says, you know, I just feel like you need to man up, admit to the shit that you done to me, okay? You fucking me, and we be together, and you acting like we okay when it's just you and me, but then when we get out in public, you know, you don't want to claim a bitch. Just take responsibility for what you did. And Richie was just like, I ain't done shit to you. I don't need to take responsibility for nothing. And, you know, of course, this strikes the argument. Okay, she was just like, you know, it's not fair, like you just treat me like shit, you got all these women and you just really messy. Well, you know, Richie's whole argument is like she's always real messy on Instagram, like social media just kind of runs her life, which is true. I looked at her Instagram today and I was like, that child must post 50 times a day. I mean, how do you get shit done when you post that much? Your phone must be in your face like the entire time. So, of course, the discussion, you know, it blossoms into an argument, okay? And then Johnny, honey, she goes for hers, okay? I told you about the stripper. These motherfuckers fight to the death. I mean, she's up in his face, and she was like, nigga, you know you ain't gonna do this to me. And like, what the fuck you here for? Like, why are you here? Why are you here? She was like, what you gonna do? Okay, because Richie was just like, get out of my face with that. I was like, that big bitch will drag his ass around. I think she would, I think she would probably give a Rich a good run for his money. Of course, security comes and breaks it up. I guess while they then broke it up, Richie was over on the side and he was able to get his manhood back and, you know, get his shit back together. A master manipulator. He probably knows that Johnny is a lot of talking and she's not gonna really do anything to him because she likes him so much. So now after she done went through all of this big confrontation, he comes back and he's like, let me tell you something. You're not gonna never be nothing because you got a lot of talent, but you have no control of yourself. You let social media run your life. You're not gonna be nothing. You never gonna be nothing. You need to get your life together. You know, he's telling her all of this, preaching at her and everything, which some of it is probably true, but it was just like, you know, he's a lot of the reasons, you know, amongst a whole bunch of other shit. But he's part of the reason why she is the way she is. Okay, but he's just like, you ain't, you know, I'm not doing nothing with you. You tear up that damn contract. I'm not working with your ass no more. You and me are done. I guess he leaves her. He done told her something. Okay, and of course Johnny can't take it. She's hurt. She's crying. I was like, bitch, don't you be crying. You are much stronger than that. Oh, you go jump on that nigga's back when he tried to walk out and strangle him. Alright, you guys, did I get everybody? I'm in a rush because I want to go get my car washed, so I'm trying to hurry up and get through this video. It's sunny, so I think the weather is going to be nice. So yeah, I think my car is so dirty. It's almost embarrassing. So anyway, let me get on over here to the car wash. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.